there, Pokemon fans!
Hey, Pokemon fans!
Welcome to part 3 of our Eeveelutions special. I'm PokeKellz, what's up?
And I'm Twin Brothers Alex, Charmed.
This week on the Dex we're covering the Gen 2 Eeveelutions Umbreon and Espeon. What Alex doesn't realize, however, is that there really is no good one or bad one. They're just Pokemon of opposing types.
I knew that.
Then why all the extra evilness?
What extra evilness?
In reality, Espeon and Umbreon are about light and dark in a much more literal sense. Espeon is called the Sun Pokemon,
while Umbreon is the Pokemon of the moonlight. For example, you get an Umbreon by leveling up your Eevee with max friendship at night.
And you get Espeon by leveling up Eevee at max happiness during the day. Or, you know, you could use the Sun and Moon shards if you're playing XD for some reason.
And really, what do you think you're doing if you are anyway? Yikes. But anyway, Umbreons sweat poison when they're upset.
They really do! And they glow in the moonlight too, which the game says is supposed to be scary, but like, give me a break, that's the cutest thing ever!
And did you know his Japanese name is Blackie? It sounds like he was named by a child! Oh, also, Espeon don't really have psychic powers.
Okay, not technically, but they do have fur so sensitive that they can predict the weather and the immediate future. It's kind of like a spider sense.
Anyway, Umbreon's name is rooted in the Latin word umbra, which translates to shadow or ghost. Obviously.
And Espeon's name adds the eon suffix to ESP, the abbreviation for extrasensory perception. That's science talk for psychic powers. Hey, stop being evil now, okay?
But good and evil, sinister versus sweet. Show me something incredible.
Look, Umbreon and Espeon do not represent good and evil, not even close. I mean, how about gods and legends? Is that cool enough for you?
Yes.
Great, then it's time for my new and ridiculous segment, Pokemon. Take it away, me. Both Espeon and Umbreon owe their designs to a number of different sources, all based in myths and legends from around the world.
Espeon's design is extremely similar to the Nikomata, a mysterious two-tailed goblin cat from traditional Japanese yokai myths.
Nikomata have always been described as either giant feral mountain cats or a bizarre creature that house cats kind of evolve into. Espeon seems to be based more around that second one. Umbreon,
with his ties to the moon and his long bunny-like ears, is often linked to the Asian and Aztec legends of the moon rabbit.
The moon rabbit is known for either helping the gods prepare medicine and food, or by being thrown into space to block the moon's brightness. It depends on the legend.
Moving on to actual physical appearances, Umbreon's colorations and markings link him to Anubis and Bastet, Egyptian gods of darkness, death, and the moon.
While Espeon's head, ears, and cheek tufts are reminiscent of the ancient Egyptian Wadjet, which are related to Ra and Horus, the gods of life, sun, and the sky.
Espeon is also possibly linked to the carbuncle, an imaginary Latin American creature with a jewel on his head invented by respected author Jorge Luis Borges in the 1950s, and which later gained notoriety in the Final Fantasy franchise. Go figure.
How about that, huh?
It was cool.
Of course it was. Now book up, champ. We gotta do battle strategy.
You're right. Let's do it.
Pokemon.
Because of the high amount of powerful psychic types out there, Espeon really hasn't had a chance to make a name for himself until Gen 5 when he gained the Dream World ability Magic Bounce.
Magic Bounce not only protects Espeon from most status moves and field effects, but also reflects them back onto the opponent. That's crazy!
If you're a smart player, being thrown out the same turn as a Pokemon is going to be trumped by Magic Bounce potentially earns you 2 free turns in a row. I say, what better time to set up Light Screen and Reflect?
Yeah, he's a great counter opener to annoying opponents like Whimsicott. Make sure he's holding a Light Clay too, so that those barriers stay up 8 turns instead of 5.
He also needs to have a timid nature and be Eevee trained in HP and speed. Then just give him a Psychic attack for stab and Baton Pass as a get away from pursuit free card.
Umbreon, on the other hand, makes a pretty good support Pokemon for any UU team. Just make sure he has Heal Bell and Wish.
Eevee train him in HP to maximize the effects of Wish, and then also in special defense so he can take hits. The best way to do this is with an Umbreon with a calm nature.
Foul Play hits for stab. Give it to Umbreon to make up for his low attack stat. It uses your opponents instead when calculating damage.
And finally, for scouting your opponent's moves and making Wish easier to use, I recommend Protect in that last slot. We're all out of time for random thoughts, but if you have some, leave them in the comments section below.
And that's that, Espeon and Umbreon, the sun and the moon. Only 2 Eeveelutions left to go, and we'll cover those in about 5 weeks.
If you have anything else to add or you want to suggest a Pokemon for us to do next time, just leave it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm Twin Brothers Alex.
And I'm PokeKellz. Tune in next week for another feisty episode of Alex, where's your beard?